Welcome back to Angelo's Tennis, and today I'm looking at how Diego Schwartzman became 8th ranked on the ATP Tour in the world. And here we see he was born. Let's take a look at his bio. He's 32 years old. He was born on August 16th, 1992. He's 5'7", 141 pounds, and he turned pro in 2010. So he turned pro in 2010. He's 32. That was 14 years ago. So we're looking at about 18 years old. 18 years old, he turned pro. Let's go to his activity here. So I'm on the ATP Tour website. You can look at the activity of all the players. And we can see here we have 2024. We're going to go down to 2009. 2009 is when he started. And here he is. Here we can see 0 ranking. Playing on the ITF Tour, starting here in Argentina. Takes a loss. Another loss. Let's see when he starts. When he starts the year, May 9th, 2011. Well, I'm sorry, May 11th, 2009. So there it is, 2009. Spring of 2009. A couple losses. He's still a teenager here. Just getting going. There he gets a win. His first win after 4 losses in a row. He takes another loss in his home country, Argentina. Gets 1 win from May to September. He gets 1 win. Now he could have been playing other tournaments, other junior tournaments, etc., to balance that out. Here's in October, gets a couple wins. Now he's starting to gain some traction. And I want to show this because this is what experience can do. You see how he's starting to get some wins. He's getting used to the environment that he's in. He's getting comfortable. I mean, how much, if you want to say, well, he improved, how much could he improve in 1 year? I mean, really. So there he is, pretty much has a pretty big losing record there his first year. Let me go to 2010. Just want to check again. How old did I say he was? He's 32. So in 2010, it's 14 years ago. He would be 18 years old. Around 18 years old. Second year on tour here. So let's go down here to the beginning. He starts the season off. I'm bringing this up because I had a friend who mentioned Diego Schwartzman, something we were talking about. And I said, well, let's take a look at his record because I think it would be interesting. Here's rankings 1,000. He has 1 ATP point. Still on the ITF Tour. Starts in the beginning of the year. So this is where you could say he's pretty serious. Starts January 2010. On clay. Everything's on clay. In South America. He's pretty much 1-1 here. Then he starts again. Starts a little better than last year. 1-1. Now he's getting some wins. 3 wins, 1 loss in his home country on clay. And I mentioned it's on clay is because the reason I mention that is because he is 5'7". And this is when I started watching people like him. And I started to think, well, you could make it and be 5'7", 140 pounds. And here he really starts to gain traction. His second year, he gets to a final on clay in his home country. Pretty much stays in Argentina the whole year. He's ranked 655 in July. He goes to Bolivia in September, 554. And now you can start to see he's climbing the ranks. He has a good shot here, being in a position, 15 points at 500. Gets to another final. And at 500, if he gets into a challenging tournament and wins it, he could really propel into the top 300 that quick. But he remains, and you can see 430 having some success. It's not really doing anything. You win on the ITF Tour, it doesn't really do that much. 434, he's getting the finals. Then he gets his first challenger in his second year of grinding out. He gets into his first challenger, loses against a guy from Brazil who's ranked 381 in Argentina, ranked 415. So to get that first round, Argentina obviously put him in there. I don't know. I don't think it says here, but he had to get a wild card of some sort, or someone had to put him in there. At 415, he's not getting into the main draw of a challenger. So that's the second year. 2 years grinding it out on the Futures Tour. Here we go, the third year. Now you can see there's some challengers there. He's going to start the year at 416 in a challenger in Colombia on clay. There you can see he's in the qualifiers. Didn't get in the main draw, gets a win. Kind of staying 1-1 again with the ITF. And then we come back, his third year, 415, staying at 0 points. He gets into, again, an ATP 250. So here he gets a qualifying round here. Arguably shouldn't be in the tournament, but because it's Argentina, they probably put him in there. He gets a win. And I'm saying that to say that it's the commitment, it's the consistency that really gets these guys started. That's a lot of tennis to be playing, a lot of traveling, a lot of money. So here we have 400. He gets into a challenger qualifier, gets into the first round, loses to Del Bonis. On clay still. This guy was born in the United States. My opinion, has no chance of getting into the top 100. Clay, Chile. Here he is, gets into the first round. So now he's starting the third year. He's starting to get into the challengers into the first round, and he's starting to get some consistency on the Futures Tour. You can see he makes a final there. You'll see that as I go through here. Here he gets into another final. So these are the same. I'm not going to look at it closely, but I'm guessing that here's another final. These are the same tournaments that he's played for the last 2 years. And that's that experience. That's the getting comfortable with the environment. Here's another final in Argentina. Really beginning to surpass his peers. A lot of these guys, my guess is, you can see 754, 590, 930. He's got more experience at this point. And we start here. Here's again in a challenger, ranked 328. So now he's getting some main draws. Still on clay. Here's a hard court first round loss in Ecuador. Starting to travel a little bit more. So now he's consistently at 347 getting into the challenger events, but still struggling to win in the first round. Here's a first round win. That's in Italy. First round loss. So we can say as well he's consistently starting to win in the qualifying, which is essentially you could say like a high level futures level. Here's again getting a first round win. There's the consistency in the qualifying. Here he gets I'm not sure that he won one, but I think this might be his first, after many finals, his first Futures Tour win. He's ranked 400. Okay, that's his third year. So now he's in his fourth year. A lot of these guys too, if you go back and look, a lot of the ones like Nadal, Federer, it only takes them a year and a half to get in. This is his fourth year. You can see he's consistently making an effort. It's not just a few tournaments. Here's in Chile, 365. He has that South American advantage. They're gonna start to see that he's committed. It's almost like real life in the job market, when they start to see that you're committed to the industry, you're committed. You show some consistency. I mean, he could easily have gotten injured in 4 years. So they give him that qualifying. He loses. There he gets that ATP 250 again. This time they give him a qualifying first round win. So now he's got a qualifying win at the ATP level, and a first round win on the Challenger Tour there again. So you see the pattern. He's slowly climbing. This is more likely than not the reality of improving in tennis, improving the so to speak level. And now what you're going to see here is there you see a couple more losses in the first round qualifying there, challengers. You're going to start to see, for the most part, some consistency again, getting to finals in the Futures Tour. There's a win. I think that's his second or third Futures win. There's another one. Starting to see that. The tournament wins, there's 2 in a row pile up. Again, these are back to Argentina. This is his 4th year in a row, and he's playing the same tournaments now. If you've ever played on the same court, there's the level of comfort there. They remember these locations. Here he is in Peru, two wins. Now he's getting into the third round of the Challengers. There's another Futures win, another one. So after this year, another one. There's 3. You're starting to see after this 4th year. Here he gets into it. Here he wins a Challenger final. You can see the momentum there, and that's in Argentina again. Momentum combined with experience, combined with comfort of the home, perhaps. And these are just my opinions from my life experience. You may have your own. Here we are in this 5th year, 2013. Is that what I said? 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5th year. 5th year, you can see he's 1-5 on the tour. In his 5th year, he has a losing record on tour. In his 5th year, the futures are pretty much done. He's into the Challengers. Starts the year off at 179. Now he has a chance this year to break into the top 100. You can see there at 179, it's definitely doable. Gets into a Grand Slam, wins a couple in Australia, and starts the year off again, January. He's going to go play, more likely than not, play all the Grand Slams. He's into the ATP 250s without really doing well on the Challenger Tour. I think he did have one win. Here he plays Nadal in Acapulco, gets into a 500, first round loss. And there's more evidence there. Slowly climbing the ranks without really winning consistently. Winning consistently at a level and then kind of going back and forth there. So he hangs around 150. Goes to Tunisia. Something about Tunisia. These guys go to Tunisia. It's like, it seems like an easier place to win. I mean, who's playing tennis in Tunisia? By the way, I have a friend who lived here for a while. He's from Tunisia. He's back there now. So I know a little bit about Tunisia. Here we are, France again. 2 of these in a row, and he gets a win in the qualifiers. 2 slow courts though, so we'll see what happens here. Gets into a final of a challenger. He's ranked 133. Let's fast forward here. Didn't even play. Oh, there he is. A couple wins at the U.S. Open. I don't think he played Wimbledon. No, he didn't play Wimbledon. Interesting. That's interesting. He skips the fastest. And those courts, the qualifying courts, I do believe are faster than the main draw court. They're not even at the same location. So here he is again. 6th year. He's 2-4 on tour. 6th year. I mean, this guy really grinded it out, and he kind of took a step back here. Loses to Djokovic at the U.S. Open. Gets into the first round. He's ranked a lot of challenger events here, except for the Grand Slams. Starts here at 118. You can look at this for yourself. I'm just going to skip and see if he played Wimbledon. Here, Clay does really well at the French. 2nd round, loses to Federer. Skips Wimbledon again. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, skips Wimbledon again. You think these guys don't do this on purpose? He's ranked 96. Why would you skip Wimbledon? Well, because for him, it's really a waste of time. I mean, other than the experience. But if he can get in the main draw at Wimbledon, that's all that really matters. Here's his breakout year, I'd say. Really breaks out. 7th year on tour. I mean, 7 years. 7 years are really not making any money. Starts at 58. Now he's firmly on the tour. Challenger there. 64. And he's got all that experience. He's really solidified. 7 years on tour. He's not going to be afraid. He shouldn't be. He is ranked 60. Getting close here on at the French Open. Really, 5 sets against Monfils. And now he's going to play the grass court. First round loss there in Nottingham. Loses to Nick Kyrgios. 0-6 first set. You can see why he didn't go to Wimbledon. Or play any grass court tournament, for that matter. So let's fast forward here. He gets a win at the U.S. Open. Against Emer. Emer's not going to really hit him off the court. A couple more challengers to end the season, and 7 years straight consistently with pretty much looks like no injuries. Now he's 11-22. Still a losing record on the tour, 3rd year in a row. And you see 8th year, he's 50-50. $500,000 in prize money. Ends the season 58, 2017. Ends the season 25. Has a winning record. And there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. 9 years to get a winning, that 1 year, that 1-year winning record and $1.5 million to pay for the last 9 years. Now he's in the money. End of season 19. Now he's a millionaire. Davis Cup. Kyle Edmund loses to Kyle Edmund. I just watched Kyle Edmund play at that Challenger event in Charlottesville. So I'm leaving you there with that. Look forward to many more of these coming up. Let me know who you want me to do a video on to start this discussion.